Hello, relatives. I wanted to give you a heads up in case you didn't see my last video. I got a bunch of imposters. Some of them are reaching out, soliciting readings. I don't do readings. Also, if you'd like to follow, just scoot on over and make sure that the account that you're following has a big old long history and a decent sized following. So that way you're not getting duped by these guys. So, got an amazing story for you today. Please share to keep these stories alive. Once, when the world was younger, there was this beautiful little water bird. And when it was time for this little water bird to leave the lake that they lived in, oh, they stretched their wings and went on a journey. And the land was incredible. Everything was beautiful. It was such an incredible journey to just see all the sights until they came to this huge body of water. And they flew down and landed in the water and sat, and it was just so cool and comfortable. It smelled amazing. Ah, yes. Yes, I found my home. Well, the little bird fell asleep and then was jostled awake. And it was this huge storm. Oh, and that little bird got tossed and turned and dragged under the water and splashed, and they were choking and they were so scared. And just as they thought that they might perish, the storm passed. The waters stilled. Oh, what was that? What happened? I didn't like that at all. But the sun was out again. Oh, and it was beautiful again, and the waters were so cool and comfortable. Oh, it was just amazing. All right, I'm gonna stay. And then a storm came again. Again, the little bird was tossed and tumbled and splashed, choking and fighting. But the storm passed, and the sun came back out, and the waters once again settled down. The little bird was scared this time. What is this? What happened? What did I do? Why did it stop? Oh, you know what I think it was? I did this cheap. I remember. I did this cheap. And when I cheaped, the storm passed. Oh, okay. I can be comfortable. Everything is good now. Oh, another storm came. Again, tossed and turned and splashed. The little bird cheeped, but the storm didn't end. What's happening? Cheeped again, cheeped again, cheeped again. Storm didn't pass until it did. Huh? Now it was beautiful again. All right, what happened? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Okay, maybe it wasn't just the cheep. It was the cheep, but I also, I hunched my wing just this way. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, we're good. Oh, the storm came again. The bird cheeped, hunched the wing. Didn't pass. Oh, God, what am I doing wrong? What is happening? And again, the storm passed. And this went on. The little bird, no. Okay, no, I cocked my head this way. I squinted my right eye this way. I hunched my wing this way. I cheeped, but it was once, it was twice. Okay, got it. Storm came again. Got tossed and turned again. Did all the things again. God, I keep getting it wrong. And this just went on. It was to the point that this little bird had it all mapped out. Head like this, eye like this, cheep twice, then hunch wing, lift leg, straighten this wing out, then cheep again once. Good, then hunch back, then ruffle feathers, stick tail out, cheep 3 times, then the storm will pass. Until one day, a big old pelican came and landed next to the little bird. And sat and looked at the little bird. What you doing? Oh, I'm just practicing for when the next storm comes, I can make it go away. Excuse me? Yes. I have learned. See, these storms come. I haven't quite figured out what it is that I'm doing that makes the storm come. But If I tilt my head this way and close this eye and hunch this wing and ruffle my feathers and hold my legs and then cheep twice and then stretch out my wing and then cheep again, and went through the whole thing with the pelican, and the pelican is looking at this little bird going, I don't think that's how it works. No, 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 it does, because when I get it just right, the storm passes. And the pelican laughed and laughed and laughed. Oh, little bird, you think you can control the ocean? You think you're the one that's bringing on the storm? You think you're the one that makes the storm pass? Oh, silly little bird, no. No, 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 no. You do not control the storm. You cannot control the ocean. I think you have forgotten something very, very simple. Little bird, confused. But, huh? What did I forget? Little bird, you can fly. When the storm comes, fly away. And then you won't get tossed and turned. You won't almost drown. And when the storm passes, then you can come back to the beauty of the ocean and the sun and just be. You've forgotten that all you need do when the storm comes is fly away, because, oh, little bird, you do not control the storm. I wanted to tell you this story because I know that I've been guilty of this. And I work one-on-one with people, and I have been for a decade, and I see it all the time. If somebody's not feeling too well and then they feel well, they go into their mind and they do a scan. Okay, what did I do? Well, I ate this for breakfast and I took this supplement at this time. Well, last night I ate that thing, and that's why I didn't feel so well. So I got to make sure that I take this supplement at this time and eat this thing and do this thing and then do that thing, and then at this time I do this and I do that, and then I will feel good. Or when it comes to conversation, no, I need to pitch my voice just like this. I need to smile real nicely. I need to make sure that I don't let my irritation show at all. And if I speak in just the right way and say just the right thing, then they'll get it, and we won't have any problems, and it will all be good. Yeah, we can't control the storm. We can't control other people. We can't control their beliefs. Can't control their beliefs and their thought about us. We might have some room to negotiate some things here and there. Some things are pretty simple. If I lose my temper and yell at, holler at somebody, yeah, the likelihood that they're gonna think that I've got an anger issue is pretty high, you know? So there are some things that we can maneuver a bit. But when it comes to trying to so over-focus on exactly how to do it and when to do it and specifically this and specifically that, that's not quite how it works. The only thing we really have control over at the end of the day is our perspective. When we wait for the storm to pass, because all storms pass, it's the nature of storms. There can be a lot of freedom in that. When we choose at certain times, when it's appropriate, to be the storm, well, then we have a little bit more room to maneuver. But we can't control the world. We can't control other people. The control that we have at the end of the day, that's over our beliefs, and that's our feelings. We can choose to feel our feelings, to listen to what it is that our feelings are attempting to communicate to us, to recognize that those emotions are there to tell us, especially if they're negative, that something is out of alignment within ourselves. They're there to get us to go inside and change the story, the belief, because the moment that we change the story or the belief, well, then the emotion changes. So we have some control there. But at the end of the day, there's this beautiful quote I heard a long time ago that changed a lot of things for me. This old man sitting in a concentration camp. I can't even imagine. Cold, hungry, itchy, starving, watching his people in the same condition, starving and dying around him. But he sat there with a smile on his face. And when they came to him and asked him, "Rabbi, how can you sit there and smile? Look around you." He continued to smile and told them, sometimes in life, the only thing that you can change is your perspective. So, my relatives, maybe let's surrender that belief or that thinking that we can control everything around us. The anxiety and the frustration and the feelings of failure that come when we try and fail. And instead, focus on what our perspective is that is bringing those realities, those triggers, those lessons, and those feelings into our awareness. Let's change our perspective so that we can get the abundance, the love, the joy, the happiness, the peace, and the freedom our hearts so desperately yearn for. Much love, relatives. Have a beautiful day.